The application of will in health. In the practice of the science of being well, the will is not meant to force yourself to act when you're genuinely unable to or to push beyond your physical limitations. You should not direct your will to control your physical body or attempt to dictate internal functions through sheer willpower. Instead, focus your will on your mind, utilizing it to decide what beliefs you will hold, what thoughts you will entertain, and where you will direct your attention. The will should never be imposed on anyone or anything outside of yourself, nor should it be exerted upon your own body. The proper use of the will lies solely in choosing where to focus your attention and how to think about those things. Every belief begins with the will to believe. While you may not always be able to instantly accept every belief you wish to, you do have the capacity to will yourself to believe what you desire. If you aspire to believe the truths regarding health, you can choose to affirm such beliefs. The truths expressed in this book pertain to health, and you can will yourself to accept them. This is your essential first step toward recovery. Here are the beliefs you should commit to accepting. 1. There exists a thinking substance from which everything is formed, and individuals derive the principle of health, which is their essence, from this substance. 2. Each individual is thinking substance, a mind-body that permeates a physical form, and the health of one's physical body reflects one's thoughts. 3. Should an individual consistently think thoughts of perfect health, they will naturally influence the internal and involuntary functions of their body toward health, as long as their external actions and attitudes align with those thoughts. Once you will to accept these beliefs, it's crucial to begin acting accordingly. Sustaining a belief requires action. To strengthen a belief into faith, action is necessary, and you cannot expect to benefit from a belief if you simultaneously act as though its opposite were true. Maintaining faith in health is impossible if you continue to behave as if you are unwell. Continuing to act like a sick person will lead you to think of yourself as one, and thinking of yourself as sick will perpetuate your state. The initial step toward behaving like a healthy individual is to start thinking like one. Visualize your ideal state of health and immerse yourself in thoughts of perfect well-being until they become meaningful to you. Envision yourself engaging in the activities typical of a strong and healthy person, and believe that you can and will perform those activities. Persist in this until you develop a vivid conception of health and understand what it signifies for you. When I refer to a conception of health in this text, I mean a mental image that embodies how a healthy person looks and behaves. Contemplate your connection to health until you forge a clear image of how you would live, appear, act, and operate as a perfectly healthy individual. Continue to reflect on your relationship with health until you can imagine yourself consistently acting as a well person. Ultimately, let the notion of health convey its significance to you. As I mentioned in a previous chapter, you might struggle to visualize yourself in optimal health, but you can definitely imagine yourself behaving like a healthy individual. Create this image in your mind, and focus exclusively on thoughts of perfect health regarding yourself and, as much as possible, others as well. When thoughts of illness or disease arise, reject them. Don't allow them to penetrate your mind, and avoid dwelling on them. Counter these thoughts by concentrating on health, asserting that you are well, and expressing genuine gratitude for the health you are receiving. When you find yourself besieged by suggestions of illness and feeling overwhelmed, turn to an attitude of gratitude. Connect with the Supreme. Express your thanks to God for the perfect health He provides, and you'll soon find yourself capable of controlling your thoughts, thinking what you truly desire. During moments of uncertainty, difficulty, and temptation, gratitude serves as a vital anchor that will keep you from being swept away. Keep in mind that the crucial aspect is to completely sever any mental connections to disease while fully engaging with health. This principle is the cornerstone of all mental healing. It encompasses everything. Here lies the secret behind the remarkable effectiveness of Christian Science. More than any other established practice, it emphasizes that its followers must cut ties with disease and entirely embrace health. The healing power of Christian Science does not lie in its theological doctrines or its rejection of matter. Rather, it successfully encourages the afflicted to view disease as an illusion and embrace health as a tangible truth, relying on faith. Failures occur when practitioners, despite thinking in the correct manner, do not align their eating, drinking, breathing, and sleeping habits accordingly. Although mere repetition of phrases lacks healing power, It is beneficial to have core concepts articulated in a way that allows for easy recitation. This way, you can utilize them as affirmations when confronted with negative influences. When those around you begin discussing illness and death, close your ears and mentally declare something like the following. There exists one substance, and I am that substance. That substance is eternal, and it represents life. I embody that substance, and I am eternal life. That substance is free from disease. I am that substance, and I embody health. Harness your willpower to select only thoughts related to health, and arrange your surroundings to promote these thoughts. Surround yourself with books, images, and other items that evoke health, strength, joy, vitality, and youth, avoiding anything that suggests death, illness, deformity, weakness, or aging. When you encounter any book or object that implies disease, resist the temptation to focus on it. Instead, recall your vision of health, maintain your gratitude, and affirm as stated above. Use your willpower to concentrate on thoughts of health. I will revisit this topic in a later chapter. What I emphasize here is the necessity of thinking solely about health, recognizing only health, and directing your attention exclusively to health. You must manage your thoughts, recognitions, and focus through the strength of your will. Refrain from attempting to use your will to force the natural functioning of your body. The principle of health will take care of that if you focus solely on thoughts of wellness. Avoid trying to impose your will on the formless to extract more vitality or strength. It is already providing you with all the power you require. You do not need to rely on your will to overcome adverse situations or to control opposing forces. In fact, there are no opposing forces. There is only a singular force, and this force is in harmony with you, promoting health and wellness. Everything in existence desires for you to thrive. Your only challenge is to overcome your tendency to think negatively about illness. You can achieve this by cultivating a new habit of thinking positively about health. A person can ensure that all internal functions of the body operate in a completely healthy manner by consistently thinking in a constructive way and by managing external actions appropriately. This constructive thinking can be achieved by directing your attention, which you can control through the exercise of your will. Ultimately, you have the power to choose the thoughts you wish to entertain.